So the other day, I bought something else that I had no business buying, but couldn't resist anyway. And it was this book right here, The Black Moon Rising. Let me show it to you. I'm going to put a link to this book and to the companion deck. Isn't that cool? I'm going to put both of the links underneath this video. So this is the book. I'm probably going to do a book review on this at some point in time. Today, I just want to show you the back of it and show you the book because it goes long. All right, there we go. If you want a screenshot, there's one screenshot. Here's another screenshot. And the final screenshot. So you can read the whole thing. See how much it is. So at some point when I finish reading this, I will do a review on this. I have a stack of books that I'm reading right now. And the reason, like I said, I got that book on that sale is because Robin over at Robin's Reflections, my good buddy, sent me this deck. So underneath this video, I'm going to give you a link to the book and the deck. And she sent me the deck because she got the deck and loved it. And I was like, this artwork on the outside is really beautiful. So I was like, you know what? Needs this. Needs it. And the book, from what I understand, is just further information and it explains more the Lilith, the Black Moon Lilith. I don't know much about it. I do know it's an astrology term. And one time I did mine, and I forgot what it said my Lilith was in. I can't even remember. But we're going to find out. When I read this book and I do a little bit of work with it, we're going to find out. But today, we're going to take a look at this deck and see the cards and what the guidebook is and all of that. So my name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for the wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anybody and everybody that you know. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. Let me know if you've seen this deck, if you have this deck, if you've used this deck. It looks interesting to me. It looks different to me. So I'm very interested to see, it looks kind of otherworldly, If you want to get a reading done, please hit me up. I would love to give you a reading. I do so many different kinds. Even if you just want me to talk about the different kinds and tell you what they are, please feel free to email me or hit me up on social media. Please check out my Amazon wish list if you're interested in giving me a gift. And there's a whole bunch of information underneath this video, so please check it out. So it retails for about $19.99. The link I give you will be the cheapest price I can find on Amazon.com. The cheapest price for the most authentic deck. Because remember, people are really counterfeiting decks out here. So I always make sure the link is legit before I give it to you guys. There are finger holes on the side, which I love. Break free and reclaim your power. Okay, let's go. Like that. Aquarius always ready to break free. Here's our guidebook. So the guidebook, there's a book and a guidebook. So this is a lot of information for this one. The name of the card, the number of the card, and then they give you a little bit of information under each one. Lots of stuff in here. Spreads in here. It seems to go along with astrology. Yeah. I can't remember what my Venus is in, but it wasn't good. I remember it wasn't a good sign for it. I was like, oh, I'm never going to get married again. My goodness. When I saw it, but I can't remember what it was. So, all right. No colors for the illustrations. No illustrations, period. And it's all in black and white. The bottom of the box. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful symbolism at the bottom of the box. As always, they're kept in some paper. I'm going to take the paper off. Another thing I noticed just a second before I took the paper off is they are very glossy. Look at that. They glossy city. And I like glossy. I really do. But these are going to be very difficult to tape and record if you want to do so. You're going to have to angle them perfectly. They're not too thick. They're not too thin. But they're thinner. Leaning towards thinner than thicker. Not bad though. They don't feel cheap. They feel glossy and pretty. They feel like they would be cool to go on the altar. Some of the times these are the kinds of decks I like to put on the altar because it's less likely for me to spill something and to get destroyed if I wipe it really fast. Black Moon Black Moon, Lilith, and Aries lead your life. Okay, so they're in numerical order. There is no border. Oh, God, y'all spoiling me today. This is the third deck I've looked at with no border. I feel so spoiled. But there is a number at the bottom, which is cool. The name of the card and a message. So this is another one of those kind of decks that you theoretically could use these with your intuition. You theoretically could use these without the guidebook, but I would never do that, because it seems to me that if you use the guidebook for these, you're going to learn a lot about the influence of the Black Moon Lilith in your life, or in that particular reading, in that particular spread. So I would definitely use the guidebook. And I'm also going to read the other book. That's why I told you guys, stay tuned for the review, because I'm definitely going to read that book. Allow your light to shine. Yeah, because if you got this, you could just be like, okay, all right, my light to shine today. This could be an altar card. This could be a journaling card. You can sit and journal about it. It could be a meditation card. You can sit and just meditate, listen to music, and just meditate on the concept. Whatever comes up for you when you shuffle these is probably something that you need to address, regardless of the other implications. The Black Moon Lilith aspect of it is just going to take you deeper into the understanding. So yeah, you could use them just as is, but I would read the guidebook and read the book, because it's going to take you even deeper. Ooh, this is a sexy card. Scorpio I always associate with that kind of energy, so that's pretty. I love their hair. We're getting some beautiful hair here. And a lot of these seem to be people of color. I don't know if they're all people of color, but many of them are, and I'm here for it. I'm definitely here. I like that. I like seeing more people of color in decks. I think that's awesome. I'm not getting very much diversity as far as their ages or sizes, though. I'm not sure, because we're only on the card 11, so it could be some of that, but I don't see much of that. But the artwork isn't people. The artwork looks like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Digital something, I would assume. Beautiful though. This card here, this is awesome. Look at them underneath that water, y'all. That is gorgeous. Look at that fish. The fish is all in their business. There's a channel that I watch called The Y-Files, and his pet sidekick on the channel is a fish. So if you haven't seen The Y-Files on YouTube, check it out if you're into conspiracy theories, ghosts, stuff like that. He talks about that kind of stuff and investigates it and looks at things, and his pet fish is always talking shit. I love the fish. It's called Hecklefish. And Hecklefish is just out there. It's just out there. He believes every conspiracy. He has a tinfoil hat. He has a girlfriend that's a camel. He has like 9 guppies. It's hysterical. I love it so much. So that fish took me right to Hecklefish. Beautiful. The backgrounds are beautiful. The colors are beautiful. The gloss even works. I mean, they are glossy, like I said, for somebody who's using them with any kind of medium. Like if I had my camera light on, it would be shining right here. So that would not be good. But other than that, it's beautiful. It's good. Got some different body types going on. He's a little thicker than some of the other gentlemen that we've seen so far. So we got a little bit of that. I'm open to that. Very open to that. I was hoping to see some crone energy, some older men, older women as we go through. Hopefully we will find that. So they've already gone through all the zodiac signs, and then they start to go into different aspects. I guess these are the different aspects of the Black Moon Lilith that I don't know anything about yet. Oh, look at that little baby with the chubby cheeks. Oh, yeah, I can't tell what this art is. If anybody knows what this is, please tell us in the comment section, because I don't know, but I love it. I think it's very pretty. Divine Loyal Goddess. Mary Magdalene. I like this deck a lot. It's just the artwork for me. The beads in her hair. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they succeeded with this. I don't know what it is, but I like it. I like look at the gold on her chair. She looks regal. Like, what? But it's weird because the way that the artwork is done certain faces look kind of alien. You know, like they could even be otherworldly. Like that last face, look at her face. It looks kind of otherworldly, like a fairy's face. So, but he looks human, you know? So it's interesting in that contrast. Now here's our moon. So now we're getting into the moon and we got some planets going on, I see. Oh, she's larger. Love me a big gal. She's pregnant. Love that diversity as well. And this one over here, she's nice and thick. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, I'm loving that body diversity. Now I'm seeing it a little something, something. It's not a lot of it, but it's some. Beautiful, interesting. Venus, who came out of the ocean. Look at her. Beautiful, sexy. I love that. There's our boy Mars. Yeah, so we are going through the planets now. Okay. This is very helpful for people who like to learn astrology and go deeper. Because, I mean, they're talking about all the planets. We've seen all the zodiac signs. They're going to talk a lot about this Black Moon Lilith information. So if you're into astrology, this would be a fun study. And you know something? I'm always looking for deep dives. A deep dive is when you get a deck and it has something like this, like a companion book along with the guidebook. I'm always looking for deep dives. I like to do little, you know, like studies on things like that. And this is perfect for a deep dive study. Something that you would work on maybe for a few months or something like that. This would be perfect for that. By the time you finish working with it, you would know a lot about, well, clearly you would know all about the Black Moon Lilith and how it shows up in a person's chart and what it means and stuff like that. That would be very helpful. But also, it looks like you'd have a lot more information like these. Dissolution. The next one is like separation. I liked it. That was cool. Like a alien type look to it. Separation. Yeah, I'm getting humans, but I'm also getting a lot of alien vibration. Like, look at these two. These are beautiful. This reminds me of Vision. You guys that watch Marvel Universe, that reminds me of the Vision. The homegirl with the afro is just doing it. She is just doing it with her blue skin. Yes. Yes. I love these. These are fun. They're not too big. They're not too small as far as the size of the cards is concerned. So that's helpful too. So I'll be able to shuffle these without straining my hands. So that's good. The older I get, the less I can rock with decks that are too big. And I like the artwork. Like, I have some decks that are humongous, and I love the artwork in that scale. But the older I get, the more difficult it is to be able to use them in an actual reading for another person. I can do it for myself, but for reading for a person, it becomes difficult. So this size here is going to be my sweet spot. Look at her with the grapes. I see you. I see you. Okay, fermentation. So turning the grapes into wine. Okay. Wow. I love the concepts. That's another thing. I have not seen any of these concepts in other decks. I mean, none of these. Maybe this one, your higher self. I think I've seen that in a few. But a lot of these are very unique concepts too. So I like that as well. Very imaginative. And that, I think, is the last one. Yeah, it's only 44 cards. That was our last one. So since we don't know anything at all about this beautiful deck, we're going to take one of my favorite cards. I'm going to take this one because I love that one. And we're going to pull it up in a guidebook, and we're going to see how hard it is to find it and understand it. So it told us that's card 2. So it's very easy to find. It's on card 2. Yeah, just go to 2. It looks like that. Very easy to find. Here's all the information. So this card, you can screenshot it and read it to yourself. This card is cool. It's Taurus energy. Abundance is coming out of this. They talk about the shadow for the masculine and the feminine. So if you're a woman or a man, you can get a lot out of this deck. And that's cool because a lot of decks they don't do that. A lot of decks don't break down the gender shadows and things like that. So that's interesting information. I'd love to see how different it is for the masculine versus the feminine energy. Um, so let's read it. Let's take a look at it. Since you guys already saw it, let's read it together. Perhaps you are frustrated over not being paid enough for your work, or you have negative self-talk about your body because of external opinions. You may also feel tension around your worth and value in relationships. Now it's time to heal. When the Black Moon Lilith and Taurus Oracle shows up, the universe wants you to alchemize the shadow holding you back from true abundance. Taurus exudes love, beauty, romance, relationships, money, the natural world, values, food, luxury, and abundance. When Black Moon Lilith is here, it can cast a shadow. Power struggles in these areas can come up in the life of someone with this in their natal chart. Okay. Marie Antoinette, the last queen of France before the French Revolution, had a Black Moon Lilith in Taurus in her 11th house of society. Her luxurious lifestyle was demonized by the French collective. Her apathy towards those suffering led to her downfall and execution with the rest of the monarchy. You could turn this dark feminine energy into empowering light. When you feel unlovable, incorporate positive affirmations. This will raise your frequency to attract the respectful treatment you deserve. Marie Antoinette, if I'm not mistaken, was the one who said, then let them eat cake. They came to her. This was a rumor. I don't know if this happened, but I read it in the history books. So you guys tell me if you've heard this before and if you think it's true. Marie Antoinette, before the French Revolution, because like they said, she was beheaded. They said that the guards or someone came to her and said, the people are angry. The people do not have any bread. Meaning they were starving and literally did not have any bread, didn't have any food. And Marie Antoinette supposedly said, then let them eat cake. And it just kind of showed how out of touch she was. Because it's like, if they ain't got bread, they definitely ain't got no ingredients to make no cake, girl. Come on now. And so a lot of people talked about that particular quote being showing that she was out of touch with the common man. And that's how the execution happened. So I don't know. And it wasn't just her, of course, saying that statement. It was a lot of stuff going on in France. And for what I understand, the revolution was a long time coming. But that was just something that I remember reading about in history class. Dark divine feminine shadow work. Mirror work is extremely powerful for healing your self-worth and for empowerment. In the morning, look in the mirror and have a conversation with yourself for as long as you need. Talk to your shadow and integrate it. Okay. Dark feminine masculine shadow work. You are attracted to opulent energy and beauty, but you can also feel the need to dominate it. Judgment of others' wealth and worth can occur. Releasing your attachment to wealth is a powerful form of energetic alchemy. Abundance is coming. Believe in your value in order to receive it. See, I would think that it depends on, like, looking at this, and one is feminine and one is masculine. I think that these could be flipped. It's no reason why a man could not use the divine feminine shadow work here. Just talk to himself in the mirror. And it's no reason why a woman, like this said, Marie Antoinette had this energy. So it's no reason why a woman might not fall into these traps and need to release her attachment to wealth and power. So it seems to me like a man or a woman, I don't think it matters really. I think the question is, are you experiencing either one of these two things? Shadow work in the mirror, I think I could use, but I don't really have an attachment to overly wealth or trying to dominate people. So that wouldn't match for me. So if I got this card, I would use the feminine one. So I would need to look more though, because I would need to read the other book before I really got into using this deck. So I'm going to put this deck on my shelf, and I'm going to come back to it after I do the review for this particular deck. I might also just use it in the meantime and just use the keywords. Like if I got this for today, I could just be like, you are worthy. So this is a day to look at my self-worth, to envision my self-worth, to celebrate my self-worth. So probably for now, I'll use it that way, and then I'll go deeper into it after I've read the book. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. You come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.